Welcome back to another episode of building a mega base very slowly over time. And today we are not going to be working on said mega base. We're actually going to be working on a tree farm underneath the mega base somewhere. I've also done a little temporary switcheroo with my skins. So now I'm very festive and have my Christmas skin on that one of my friends made for me last year. And as it gets closer to Christmas, Optifine will put a second Santa hat on my existing Santa hat on my skin. So that will be something interesting to see. I encountered this shulker box on top of my command bridge while flying around earlier, and it contains 4 stacks of iron blocks and a beacon. I have no idea who left this here, but if you're watching the video, thank you for the beacon and the iron blocks. I really appreciate the iron. I've been having to buy all my iron because I don't have an iron farm yet. And if you guys like free iron, then be sure to drop a like and hit that subscribe button down below the video. 1 like equals 1 free iron. So far I've mined a total of 13,000 spruce logs on this server. That may be a lot to some, not very much to others, but for me, is enough to say that I want to make a tree farm for logs that I don't have to chop down. I don't have to chop down myself. In fact, they're gonna get blown up by TNT Dupers. So that'll be fun. You can see over here, this is where I've been growing all my trees, and I'm not gonna deal with that anymore. Also, that looks really pretty. That looks so nice. I'm thinking where I'm going to put the tree farm is probably over here by this super smelter and bamboo farm. It's kind of where I'm making large farms anyways, and maybe there'll be buildings above it eventually depending on what we do here. I don't really know yet, but I know that I do have to figure out how to make an exploding tree farm. I'd like to have it blow up multiple types of trees, so we'll have to see about that, but I have some designing to do in creative, and those are some phantoms that I need to get away from now. What are these phantoms gonna do now? Flying through the bottom of the ship? I don't think so. We're totally not gonna talk about how there's plenty of room inside the ship for phantoms to spawn if they really wanted to. So this right here is the design that I've come up with for my TNT tree farm. And it's pretty cool. I've only had a few mishaps judging by the craters in the ground near other farms. But basically, it shoots out 4 TNT at the tree simultaneously at different points along the trunk and blows it up almost completely after about 2 shots. Kind of depends on how many leaves there are. If there's a ton of leaves, then it can be a little bit more TNT intensive, but the thing is, it's all dupers, so I literally I use no TNT firing it. It's completely free. Now I just have to go build it on the server. As far as I know, I've got everything I'm gonna need for this farm, which is gonna go right here apparently, and I'm sure that I'm forgetting something because this is Minecraft. It wouldn't be the Minecraft experience without forgetting something important that I need, so I guess we'll see what that ends up being. But I forgot the bubble coral fans and the minecarts, but it's fine. I've got all that now, and I'm ready to test the first TNT duper right here. So got the schematic temporarily turned off so that I can just do this without being confused by all the schematic stuff. However, I'm not gonna want to actually deploy TNT because there's nowhere for the TNT to go right now. What is happening in chat? There's nowhere for the TNT to go right now because this is the thing that gets launched, so I'm just gonna want to prime this, and I can test it once I get that all done. So okay, here we are. Let's place down the minecarts right there. It shouldn't be a problem if these activate, because these are the things that launch the other TNT, and these just sit in the water and don't blow stuff up. At least that's the hope. So we're going to get those ready. Okay, so now if I flick that again, it should drop the TNT. Here's the moment of truth. Should go right down there. Should not cause any problems. Should be in the operative word here. Okay, there it goes. Yes, it worked. See, that was the part that's gonna shoot the TNT forward. I'm going to grow a tree there so that the TNT has something to slam into and doesn't just annihilate my bamboo farm which is still a possibility. I hope it doesn't, but you never know. Because we're going to be shooting this TNT out and it will blow up somewhere. Just where it blows up is what matters. Okay, we're going to grow a giant tree here. There we go. I got scared for a sec. I was like, wait, is it not going to let it grow if it's underneath the ventilator? But it clearly does not care. So, here goes. All the TNT is deployed. Boom. Yes, it worked. It didn't go past or do anything else. Let's go. We blew up the tree. First tree destruction. 20 logs. Oh, I am... Clearly the game did not appreciate me logging back in near the TNT dupers in their current position after being gone for a while. So what if I'm a little bit farther away? That was a fast relog. And it doesn't look like anything blew up, although I only primed 2 of the dupers up here. That wouldn't hurt anything. The TNT is still there. So that clearly wasn't the problem. Okay, logging back in. This was after relaunching the game. Okay. That didn't work. Even though they were extended. So that's clearly not the answer. Logging back in again after relaunching the game. Nope. That didn't work either. Alright, here we go again. This is like, what, the 4th or 5th time trying to make this work? This time I'm very far away. I did not log out within those chunks where the TNT dupers are. So we're going to fly back and see if that might have fixed something. Aha! I don't see missing TNT. I think that did fix it. It seems like the tentative fix for now might be having to log out not near these things. Okay, I fixed a few other ones this time, and it doesn't look like they blew up either, so... For whatever reason, this server makes it so we have to log out not near TNT dupers. I have no idea what the deal is. So, yeah, I can no longer log out, like, in my Venator starter store. That's kind of cool. Very cool game. Server. I don't know which fault it is. I don't know if it's the fault of the server or the game. Please, 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 please don't blow up. I think we're good. I think we're good. Yes! Die zombie, die zombie. You are not gonna interfere with my stuff. So now I think it's good. So the last thing I have to do is fly essentially over here into the jungle to one of my base markers. And we're gonna log out. We're gonna come back in and see if it self-destructs. If it does, then I uninstall the game. Oh boy, this is where the fun begins, or potentially ends, one of the two. Guess we'll find out here in a moment, but I'm back on the world. I don't see explosions. I think it worked. It didn't self-destruct, let's go. And in celebration, this guy is gonna die. I don't even know how I one-shotted him, but cool, I don't have strength. Anyways, that's the solution, just don't log out. Do not log out near these things within loaded chunks. It's gonna be really inconvenient. And to be completely honest, I'm probably going to forget to do that at some point. It's inevitable. But what I can do right now is try this thing out. Boom! That's so satisfying. So let's actually grow a tree and do this properly and start harvesting the wood. Alright, fire in the hole! Boom! Well, that blew up most of the tree. It's probably gonna take about 2 shots most of the time. Let's see if I collect everything here. That's 41, I think it is. And that was like a bunch of more saplings, so I think right there I got enough saplings to just replant the tree, which is nice. So if we do another shot, there's a zombie down there with some bamboo. Should probably go kill him. And now, basically, the entire tree is gone. I guess right now, I'm just going to go ahead and add the water collection system, so I don't have to manually do this. But I've just been having so much fun blowing the trees up. Ah, here we are with a collection system in place for my tree farm. So now, theoretically, stuff gets dropped down here when it's not completely full of leaves. Very occasionally, I'll lose like a sapling or something. But this works really well. As I said, that worked really well. I'm not entirely sure if I got like barely anything from this tree because of the way these darn leaves grew. Well, I guess we can see down here. I have a collection area now, so we get lots of wood. This is where the saplings come, and then I just move the saplings up here. So I have a lot of saplings. I started out with, I think, 16. We could probably check the recording and see, but I think that's how many I started with. Now, we obviously have a lot more than that. And the only thing that this farm costs is bone meal. That's a much better example of how that gets collected. But you're probably wondering, where do I get this bone meal from? Well, I've already taken care of that using a farm that I already had, that I actually made a very long time ago. It was one of the first farms I made, maybe the first, I don't know. But it is this melon and pumpkin farm here. Minecart, are you doing your job? You're not doing your job over there. It might be that I need more powered rails. There's a slight possibility of this, either that or it's just too full of items. Either way, the overflow of items in this thing will give us a good oh, here we go. It's finally working. As I walked in here a few minutes ago to just record, I happened to stumble upon this thing not unloading, which would explain why this specific Minecraft with Hopper has been backing up so much recently. Now I know why. It's because I was an idiot and I positioned this redstone over here. It was originally over here and it was powering these rails. In other words, it was sending the minecart back off while it was still unloading. Only now it's not doing that. And I was trying to figure out why this one was doing that, not the other one. And I eventually figured it out. I ran over to the other side. Don't really need to deal with that anymore. Shouldn't get backed up ever again. I realized that the redstone was right here, not right here, because if it's here, it powers these rails, and bad things happen. So, since there's plenty of backed up stuff going through, it'll be pretty obvious as to what's happening over here. This chest is a bone meal chest. As you can see, bone meal is getting put into that, not just by me, also by a composter right over here. I can just break through this wall, and you can see, or maybe we can see in a sec, that now we can see here that whenever all of these are full, which apparently they are, that any melons or pumpkins that come down this water stream will get put into this fifth hopper, which goes to a composter. So basically, if I've used up any of the melons and pumpkins in this, then it will fill it back up first. But if it's completely backed up like it is right now, then it will just take the stuff that comes through and compost it, instead of just letting it get wasted, which is pretty much what was happening before. It was just sitting there, despawning, and being of no use to anyone. But now I get infinite bone meal from a farm that I already had. Before we end the video right here, I thought I'd just show you some stuff I did on a stream yesterday from when I'm recording this right now. But we did a stream and we started making the individual little hangars that come off of the main hangar bay, and I also built a lat gunship in here, one of several like little ships and vehicles and things that are going to go in the hangar in the near future. So I'll probably be streaming building this about once a week, maybe twice occasionally, we'll see. But that's where we're going to end this video for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I've been Sbeev, and I'll see you in the next video or live stream. Bye.